Hey, what's up, guys? So today we're gonna have some fun. Check out one of the most iconic brands in the boutique fitness landscape. These guys started it all. It's Barry's Bootcamp. All right, guys, so when it comes to business, you gotta know your history. You gotta know about who came before you, what they did in the marketplace, their state in the industry, and the whole industry at large. And that's why I love to look at Barry's, and that's why we're standing here right now. Talk a little bit about, how they started it all. Before Barry's, the whole boutique industry, the whole boutique fitness industry, all the Soul Cycles of the world and all that, they didn't exist. This was the first celebrity hotspot. I'm sure you even saw it on the Kardashians. And that was years ago. They're the ones that started it all. In the old days, some of you might not remember, you took classes in gyms. You went to a gym, you took a class in the gym, the classes usually were lame, and when it came to breaking out one piece of a class, like a boot camp or cycling, that was kind of rare. Like even spinning, the whole cycling thing that Soul Cycle's based on, that started in gyms. And it was started by a guy named Barry. Now, Barry didn't just expand the business by himself. He had some partners. Now, they were business partners, meaning not only were they partners in the business, they did the business end. I've spoken to Barry before, got to know him a little bit. He's more of the spiritual founder of this business. He brings the vibe, he brings the attitude, he brings the culture. Super important things in the business, but someone has to know the money side. And that's where his founders came in. They started with all those things, a great foundation in both the culture and the business, and that's when they started to take off. Now, where I am right now, on the Lower West Side of Manhattan, was their first Manhattan location, opened about 10 years ago. And after this one, they started opening more, became like a household name. And for a long time, they were the only ones in the market. No one else was in this game. But then Soul Cycle came. Now you see a lot of other businesses like Rumble. Some of the trainers from Barry's, one of them opened Rumble, is one of the partners in Rumble. So a lot of respect. You have to tip your hat to the company that started it all. All right, guys, so let's roll out. We got a few other places to go today. But, and you got to see more than one location. We're here at the downtown one. We shot a little bit of B-roll at their further downtown one. So it gives you a little bit of a look into more of their spots. The one that you looked at in some of the B-roll you're watching with this video is a newer location. So remember how I talked about how they got a whole bunch of money, they expanded and went through a whole new phase of the business? You're gonna get to see that when you compare this location to the other one. Now, the $1 million question, how does Better Body compare to Barry's? Now, one thing that I've talked about a lot in this video when I talk about Barry's is that the boutique nature of it. It's super expensive, almost $40 a class. They're all about being exclusive. I talked about the whole Kardashian part, so they're really into being exclusive, and that's part of what makes them stand apart. Now, when you have a business like that, you can't open a lot of locations. You're dealing more with a luxury market. Now, we're more for everybody. I would say that Orange Theory would be more of a direct competitor of ours. That's not a knock on Barry's. They understand their place in the marketplace very clearly. They know that we're here, we're a higher priced product. We're going to have everything just look really good and polished. Not that we look bad, but again, they know that they're in the luxury space. And this is a certain way that you have to do business, brand yourself, market yourself when you're in that space. So that's one big difference, price, branding, and messaging. Now, when it comes to the workouts, Barry's does have a good workout. It has a kick-ass workout. And it's a major knock I hear on Orange Theories that the treadmill part is boring. Barry's does a good job of trying to make the treadmill part very fun, very interactive. Sometimes it isn't, but they really do a good job. They do their absolute best when it comes to that. All right, let's see if I get run over. Nope, survived. What else do I have to say about the workout? Well, one thing, when we talked about Orange Theory, we talked about how it was kind of a CrossFit thing where the workout was on a board, you AMRAP'd your way through it, meaning you did as many rounds as you could. At Barry's, it's more of an interactive experience. The trainers calling out the moves. You're doing something new. It's always changing. It depends on the trainer. In that respect, it's very much like Better Body. When it comes to our circuits and stuff like that, we're not always calling things out, but when it comes to our workout part, we definitely are. So one more thing, guys, when it comes to Barry's is that the music is really loud. So that means that the trainer's not going to be able to correct your form. Remember I talked about the trainers watching both the treadmill people and the strength people at the same time. So they're not doing much demonstration at all, and they're giving instructions to both groups of people that are doing totally different things. So if you're worried whether your form's going to be good, all that stuff, that's not going to happen. But then again, that you can't call that enough. And people here maybe aren't looking for too much interaction. There's a lot of fitness businesses that pride themselves on not doing too much interaction with people. Because people in cities, a lot of times they don't want that. So that's just one thing, guys, that a big difference between them and us. We try to be fun, we have loud music, but you're going to get more of the interaction and more community. When it comes to a Barry's class, everyone's kind of just sitting around, not communicating as much, not as much community, especially the ones in New York, and that's totally different from Better Body. So a lot of things that we learned from Barry's, when it comes to service and environment, and really trying to bring that type of Barry's experience to our members, but not at the same price. So again, you gotta tip your hat to them. A great business, one of the founders, and I hope at BBB we've been able to take it a step further. So that's it for this episode, guys. I'm having a lot of fun with these, and again, you got to know your history. You got to know what everyone else is doing out there, and that's how you can be the best, and that's what we're doing here at Better Body.